Hello and welcome. UPSC Civil Service Examination 2024 Paper Essay. One topic has been asked that there is no path to happiness. Happiness itself is the path. I am repeating the topic. There is no path to happiness. Happiness itself is the path. If this is the topic, many students feel that it is very difficult to answer this such a philosophical things because they do not have philosophy as a background. I am here to tell you that even if it looks very philosophical, but with the help of everyday knowledge, common sense and basic knowledge, you can say, you can answer this question. So I'm going to tell you one thing, that what should be the structure, logical structure of this essay, and then I will tell you the content from my side. Logical structure will be that there is no path to happiness. Happiness is the path. It means some people believe that there is some path to happiness. So this will be called one kind of prophecy, beliefs. Prophecy means beliefs. Philosophy is all about beliefs. So there is a path to happiness. So you will examine that what are those paths that people generally believe that these are the path to happiness, and what is the problem with that thing. And then you will examine this theory also, this prophecy also, that happiness itself is a path. Okay, understood? So let's start. What is the merit in this theory when you say that happiness itself is the path? Getting? There is a story, you can say fable, short story that has some moral lesson. There was a person who was you can say, actually he was a king, not person, but he was not very happy. So he said to his minister in the court that you are very knowledgeable. Can you find someone who can make me fully happy, totally happy? So all the people full of wisdom in his court started to explore such person. So one very Swami type, Jnani type individual came and he said, yes, I can make you happy. Just one thing you need. Well, yes, I am a king, I can bring anything that you want. Well, you go and bring, you can say, shirt or kurta or whatever, that time, of a person who is very happy, and just wear the same shirt, you will become very happy. Just simple formula is this. Go and find the person, take the shirt for a while, wear it, and then your problem will be solved. Well, is it? Well, yes. Then he was a king, then he ordered that go and find a person. And then the massive endeavor started. All the people in his court full of wisdom started exploring the people. They visited the rich person. They asked for the shirt. We say that I can give you, but I am not happy. I have a lot of wealth, but I am not happy. Truly. Then they went to the religious person. They said that, okay, day in, day out, I am totally occupied in my mind. Only religion and religious things are there. But truly speaking, I am not happy. Because I am confused that whether my God is listening to my word or not. Likewise, they started exploring everywhere. See the short story. And only to find no one who could say that he is truly happy or she is truly happy. So when they were returning after some time, so on the way they found a person who was laughing very carelessly, and he was looking very happy. So many of the court members said that this person could be a right person to take the cert. So they went and they asked for the same thing. He said, "Are you a happy person?" Well, yes. Really feel I am totally, yes, I am totally happy. I'm not, no any regret, nothing in mind. I am happy. Well, okay, we were looking for you. Means you kind of person. Our king is just need your cert for some time. We will return you. I will give you a lot of wealth also. Then again he started laughing, and then he said that actually I can give you that cert, but I do not have cert. I could have given with great pleasure, but I do not have cert. So how can I give you? And that was what the moral of the story we understood. That cert or well-being or material well-being is not the things on which happiness depends. This story says happiness itself is a way of, itself is a way, path to happiness. When you do not make any conditions that this will give me happiness, this will give me happiness, you may live happily without any conditions. Many students think that once I get a job, I will be happy. Well, many couples say that they do not have children. Once they have, they will be happy. Likewise, there are many aspirations and many motivations. But if you truly ask them, or just survey individuals who have lot of money, who have good job, who have such things I am talking about, are they truly happy? They will say no. Even from my own personal experience also, I know this one person who became IPS. That time she was telling lot of things that if I become, I will be truly happy, and this kind of thing, not in the context of happiness, but the exact intention was this thing, that if I get this thing, then this will happen. And after several years, I find that person is still in the same conditions. So happiness is all these things I am giving you. That when you say that this theory that material well-being will bring happiness, there is some flaws. It is not this prophecy that happiness, one path is this path, so-called materialism. This path of happiness. Here is the flaws. You can say how. If you want to look at the higher level, the country that is very resourceful should be the happiest country, but it is not. Country that doesn't have that much resource should be the least happy country. That is not the case. Take example of USA. If you take the cases of well-being, means psychological disorders that impair happiness, the volume and size, means numbers you can say, of such cases are very high in that country. In urban-rural divide, problems, urban area are more prosperous and more, you can say, psychological problem you will find in urban area. More developed is the materialistically, economically developed is the country, more complications are there. If you look at the one example, I'm giving you a very funny example. Sleep, how you think? Sleep is a very nice thing and indicator of health and well-being. Okay, if you are happy, then you have a very sound sleep. So this could also be indicator, like you're laughing things. When you laugh, then it indicates you are happy. So happiness is an emotion, and that has a repercussion. So if you look at the cases of insomnia, means sleep disorder, that people are unable to sleep, fall asleep. See what is the budget, how much money is spent on sleeping pills in USA. Billions of dollars is spent on this one, on sleeping pills. Many celebrities have confessed that they use this kind of thing. They have crores rupees. So this theory that material well-being is the path to happiness, there is a path to happiness. So I have taken example of material well-being, that this is not a thing that only this condition will lead to happiness. Any condition. I have taken this thing because this is a very common thing. When you take another example before I move further, if you compare two states of India, one southern state, for example Kerala, and northern state, the poorest state, Bihar. In comparison to Bihar, Kerala is high in all parameters. Social indicator is very high. Per capita is better. Get it? Now you compare, have you understood? So material well-being is much better in Kerala. I have taken one example. But if you compare the data of suicide, it is official data, then Bihar should have more cases of suicide, because distress migration is there, suffering is there, poverty is there, starvation is there, everything is there. But Bihar and Kerala, maximum number of suicide is in Kerala, a minimum number of suicide in Bihar. See the thing. If material well-being or development is the conditions or path to happiness, then the states, I have taken an example of Kerala, you can think of like many states or country, they should be more happy theoretically, logically, but they are not. So this theory has some flaws. This is not to say that material well-being should not be there. Getting? I will come to this point. There should be material well-being is required, but that is not the path to happiness. One theorist was there, Abraham Maslow. He said this thing, that if you look at the basic thing, this is he called deficiency need. We have some deficiency need. We need food, we need water, we need shelter, we need safety, security. Many things are there. These needs are very things that will be fulfilled through material well-being. Getting? You need hospital, you need road, you need shelters, you need food. Everything will be material well-being. But there are other need also of the human being that is connected with the growth and development and need. You can say happiness. This is called being need. Being need. And happiness is connected to this thing. So he said that basic things are prerequisite, but that will not guarantee that it will give you happiness. Suppose you are in vicious cycle, it always create a loop. I have seen that many individuals are in the beginning they were very poor, but fortunately they started earning money and they are now have crores of rupees, but they are money hungry. They are in the same loop. But I will purchase property here, I will sell here, I will invest in this stock and buy this stock, sell this stock. They are always clumsy. So it creates a loop. So I am making a point that when you say that there is path to happiness and materialistic path is one thing, so is the case with religion. Only religious, if you say the religion is the path and this path will make person happy, then the best example is India. India, in terms of volume, religion, on religions, you can say Christianity, Islam. I'm not telling you that there other religions are not there, but in terms of numbers, India is the home of the largest number of population in the world. Now see the religious quotient of the people, more or less. I visited a society very recently. The lady was telling that in the evening, you will hear the sound of sank. I'm just telling in the Hindi word. The everywhere in the society, from every floor you will find almost that these sound are coming in the this sound, auspicious sound can say, are coming. So people have become more religious, maybe because of the media spread or all these things, so many babas. But what about happiness? India is not the most happiest country. So there is correlation. Material well-being is high, then prosperity is high, and of course there is happiness also. But this is not the path. Means only it is not a guarantee that this is the path, then you will have happy. I want to tell you one thing. Then you can think of many other paths also. Getting? Think many examples. Syria, Pakistan, go in Lebanon. They were, basically they have, or Islam as a very fundamental religion. But what about their happiness? If happiness is not contingent upon this thing or any other thing, or so-called spirituality, it is a way of knowing self. It's adhyatma, means you can say something like knowing yourself. This is spirituality is a way of knowing yourself. This is not a path to happiness. Remember this. This is not the path to happiness. Why? Because if you want evidences, then go and see the thing that is spiritual. The larger the spirituality may give you some feeling when you are stressed in daily life. But as far as happiness is concerned, you are trying to get rid of stress and all these things through this one. Means you are controlling your stresses and all, and you are trying to connect yourself with higher self, cosmic self. Okay, so this is a way, but this is not a way to happiness. Somehow you are trying to control many things. Okay, why I am discussing all these things? That there is a theory that there is no path to happiness. So you should, before you negate, you should critically evaluate this theory. That yes, and there is point that although you can say there is no path, as I have said in the beginning, the story, but there are some prerequisite things, Maslow's basic things, that you can make use of this such thing, common things, that कहते हैं पैसा भगवान तो नहीं है, लेकिन भगवान से कम भी नहीं है. यू आर गेटिंग माई पॉइंट. कई लोग इसको डायलॉग में बोलते हैं दैट पैसा भगवान तो नहीं है, लेकिन भगवान से कम भी नहीं है. आप समझ सकते हो. इट कैन बाय मेनी थिंग्स, रोड, शेल्टर, हॉस्पिटल्स. आज हम लोन लेते हैं कंट्री के रूप में भी, सब कुछ किस लिए करते हैं? पैसे से ही तो कर रहे हैं. तो बेसिक चीज़ें हैं जो हैप्पीनेस जो आप कह रहे हैं वो मिलता है, डेफिनेटली इससे मिलता है. लेकिन दिस इज़ नॉट द ओनली थिंग और दिस इज़ नॉट द ओनली पाथ कि इसी से मिल जाएगा आपको. हैप्पीनेस अपने आप में एक अल्टरनेटिव तरीका है, मतलब सॉरी डोंट से अल्टरनेटिव, पैरेलल है. पैरेलल मीन्स दिस थ्योरी इज टेलिंग यू दैट happiness is the end or you can say product. If you do this thing, if you do this thing, this theory that I have just negated. And other thing is the process theory. Process theory, that happiness itself is a process that starts from the very beginning. Getting? Happiness is a process. It keeps going. Mean to say that when you do not have a lot of money, that time also you can be happy, and when you have lot of money, that time also you can be happy. So happiness is not contingent upon your totally contingent or bound with your external things. It is a way of living, a way of feeling the things. So you can say that I am telling you one thing. Take a medical analogy. What is medical analogy? That one thing is called what is health. Then you will understand. Initially it was the view, the pathology view. Pathology. That absence of disease and disorder, if you do not have any bacteria, virus, disease, disorder, you are healthy. This is pathology. Now health is defined in different way. Then no, this is called salutogenic model of health. Say that it should, okay, you should not have all these things, but plus you should have something more. Positive health. Positive means you should, okay, it is okay that you should not have suffering and all these things, but it is not a guarantee that you will be very happy. You should have some tendency, right attitude towards happiness. For example, if you have rationality, for example, then that will keep you happy. That logically आप बात करते हो, if you are telling. Likewise, if you have rational beliefs that everything I cannot control, many things could happen, and definitely that will affect me, and I will try to control, but I cannot say that nothing bad would happen to me. This is very rational beliefs. If this kind of things is there, then you are striving for positivity. Likewise, if you sedentary life and you are doing something physical activity and all, so you are moving toward happiness. Getting? So it means that medical model analogy says that health is not just absence of disease and disorder. It is something more, right from the beginning. What is that? Salutogenic means you have some positive tendency in the mind, something like that. Happiness is a process. I say that when you say salutogenic model of health, you say it is something like that happiness process. If at this condition you can be keep yourself happy. At the higher level of prosperity, you can keep yourself happy. But suppose that prosperity comes down, then of course some problem will arise, like everybody will feel. But the people with healthy attitudes will adjust and adapt very quickly. People with rational mind will adjust and adapt very quickly. So this model you can use here also, that happiness is a process, means itself is a path. What is the path? So I have said, so let me elaborate, because this is the main thing, so I should elaborate this thing. When I say happiness is the path, I am telling, then what things comes in your mind? I have said this thing, that this is no unconditional and internal. Getting? So unconditional means if you do not connect if you suppose you go compare the people from the northeast and same with the same level of prosperity and all these things, they have a community life. Community connectedness is more. Getting? Now I'm telling you that they have a tendency to crack jokes, and they will laugh very in a very electrifying way. See, in the evening in the group they will laugh and all. So this gregarious tendency of the individuals, or so-called collectiveness, and they feel that way, that creates a happiness in this. And this is present in the right from in the lifestyle. Happiness is there is a process, not connected with any things. Likewise, internal thing, that you may have a lot of money, but you may feel unhappy. I may have less money, I may feel okay. This thing, how you interpret internal thing. So here is the role of attitude. If you are moving with the path, this one, then if you have suitable attitude in life, then definitely. Likewise, suppose you believe that I do not need anyone, I will live a solitary life. This is very unhealthy things, because we are social being. We need other one. We have some social need to share, need to express ourselves. Communication is a need also. It is not just for we want to express. We have a need to be heard by others. This is also a need. But if you say that no, I don't need anyone, so if this kind of tendency is there, you will not be happy. Means happiness is not dependent upon other things. It is dependent on many internal things, like I am telling you attitude, I am telling you what things you value, what are your ideals. Okay, these things are okay. Values are your ideals. What things guides you, what motivates you, what things you make to evaluate the thing, that what is right and wrong. So these are the things that. Likewise, detachment, and here is the point I said, that spirituality will help in the same extent that materialism help. Don't say materialism, material well-being. Materialism is philosophy. So everything will help, but this internal thing will definitely help you to keep yourself happy. Getting? On the same internal thing can make you unhappy. I know one of my friend sold his shares that he had bought years ago, and booked a lot of profit. But next day he was upset. What happened? He said that had I sold this stock today, I would have booked this much profit, means more profit. See the thing. In absolute term, he booked profit, lot of profit, but now he is making a comparison that if I had hold the stock, and if I have sold this stock today, I would have booked this much money profit, you can say. So see this kind of attitude will make you unhappy, and that is why the sociologist Max Weber said that two kind of orientation is there. Too much contented will not make you striving, and then life may be miserable. So he said that India's problem means poverty is in part is rooted in the people attitude, that they feel satisfied. They feel not say satisfied, they will say that this is my luck, and be साईं इतना दीजिए बस इतना ही जिसमें हमारा काम हो जाए, something like that. He said this thing. So this is the negative side of the thing. But at the other side, if you are greedy, If you want too much, that also is dysfunctional thing that will not make you happy. So with the help of all these things, you can say that happiness is a path. Getting which philosopher you will quote? I have not quoted any philosopher. See that who has given this statement. I do not bother. I am bothering about this thing, that what is the theory, what is the prophecy, and how can you say that happiness is the path? But at the end, I can tell that when I said the theory 1, so called happiness has a path, and then theory 2, that happiness itself is a path, then what is the conclusion? Conclusion is here that yes, happiness is the path, no doubt, but it is influenced by many factors. Path may be that it is influenced by many factors like material, attitude, many things are there. So happiness it is a path. खुशी खुशी जीने का एक तरीका है, और उसके लिए कोई बहुत सारी चीज़ें नहीं चाहिए, लेकिन मिनिमम चीज़ें चाहिए. हमें हॉस्पिटल नहीं है, हमारे पास एजुकेशन नहीं है, तो शहरों की बात करो तो यू विल फील अनहैप्पी. उसी तरह से खाने के कम पैसे नहीं. अब्राहम मास्लो, आई हैव गिवन दैट टिपिकल एग्जांपल, अनहैप्पी. और जो आज जितने भी डेवलपमेंट की बात होती है वही कहते हैं जीडीपी को बढ़ाओ, वेलबींग को बढ़ाओ, मटेरियल वेलबींग की बात है. तो हैप्पीनेस इज़ अ पाथ एंड दैट इज़ नॉट इट इज़ ए प्रोसेस. ज़िंदगी में कभी हैप्पीनेस कम या ज़्यादा होगा. इट इज़ ए डायनेमिक थिंग, बट इट इज़ नॉट द एंड थिंग कि ओनली व्हेन आई अचीव दिस थिंग देन आई विल बी हैप्पी, ओनली व्हेन आई अचीव दिस थिंग देन आई विल बी हैप्पी. दिस इज़ नॉट द थिंग्स. So this will be the conclusion part. So I am giving you basic idea. By using all this raw material, you can build up your essay. This is the thing. I am not dictating. I have not given any specific dictate that you should use this thing. I have just discussed what should be the framework of this essay. And if you use this essay, I am confident that you will be able to develop your philosophical essay. Thank you. Thank you very much.